my brother Declan, when he was here, he lives in Chicago now.
Yeah.
He was always a huge fan of yours because you always brought him to. This is back in the 70s now. He was playing with the under 14s and Declan Byrne up in Blackberry Lane. And he was always a very kind of a strong, good feeling about you. Always said you were terrific with the team. So I'm guessing, when did you start then? Was it the 1970s you started with their own?
I started in 1977.
Wow.
I took over from Jimmy Brady.
Right.
With under 14s. And I went on up to the minor. And we won the IRA Cup twice in that.
Wow.
It was run on a league basis that time.
Right.
But we won that twice, and then we won the Junior Swan Cup then.
Brilliant.
Junior B Swan Cup.
And where did the love of this come from? Was it in your family already, the love of this? Or
there was nobody in my own family that was interested in GAA, only myself.
Right.
My brother wasn't interested. My other brother Jim up Park, he's more interested in the soccer.
Ah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, did you kind of feel in 1977 when you first got involved that this is going to be, I'm going to do this for a long time? Was it ever dawned on you that
it never dawned on me that time that I'd be that length in it? Yeah. And then when I finished the football with the lad chaps, and I took over then mowing grass, marking the field,
right,
putting up flags and all that kind of stuff, and worked on the old building. That's with the old one there.
Right.
And then the new one come in. Then the new building, worked and all that.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
And did you play yourself?
I played junior hurling with Newcastle.
Okay.
And junior football with Newcastle.
Right.
And then migrated with Newtown in hurling.
Nice.
We went to them then.
So I'm thinking too that you seem to be very successful right from the start. The team was doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, was there ever tough times? Did you ever feel it's a because it's a long slog. You have to be dedicated. You have to go every time there's training. You go.
I don't know, Paul, to tell you the truth.
Right.
But I was there with her for him.
Right.
The whole time.
And was there a sense too that as time went on that, I don't know if you felt that the team generally gets better, whether it's always like all sports, you never know, from
never know.
Game to game.
I had a lovely crowd of young lads, very dedicated, but when they went over to the junior then, it all fell away, went off.
Right. So how many years, you were started in 1977, so when did you...
It'll be 40 years this year.
40 years, holy moly, that's a life and a half. To be dedicated to anything, even a marriage.
If you make it up, it's 40 years this year.
Wow, isn't that brilliant?
This is 2017.
So you mentioned to me earlier on that I think you're possibly the only person who was surprised by your Lifetime Achievement Award. I mean, when did you first find out? When were you told?
I was told by Anne Marie. Anne Marie over there.
Yes.
She come over here one night, excuse me, and she said, "You won her award." Sorry, what? You won her award. She said, "What? Sorry, what did I win?" She said, "You won her award with the county board."
That's great.
I said, "Sorry, what's that for?" She said, "Ray Barry's after ringing me and telling me that you won her award."
And can you remember your feeling?
It hit me that hard, it was hard to believe to get into me. Why did he give me one?
I think 40 years is well deserving of a Lifetime Achievement Award because that, as I said, is dedication. And I don't know whether on the night now it's still kind of, if it got you a little bit in the throat or like a little bit emotional when you realise what this really represents. It's a lifetime. You dedicated a lifetime to other people.
That's what Jimmy Dunn said to me when I was going up for it. See, it's a lifetime achievement that you've got. See, you're definitely entitled to it for all the work you've done with the club and following the county team. See, you're entitled to it.
And today,
I appreciated that a lot, though. Oh God, I appreciated it a lot.
As I said,
it's a thing that you'd never think of winning,
Right.
What I was doing. It's not like if you were a runner or someone getting a gold medal or something. But I appreciate. Oh God, I appreciate it a lot.
Well, I think that's why you got it, because it's plain that you weren't in this for any kind of glory. It wasn't like you were looking for medals, or you were looking for any kind, other than helping others to achieve what they wanted to do in the sport. Yeah. And I think they're the people who really matter in the end.
Yeah.
You know, because
I liked following the lads.
Yeah.
And I liked following the county team.
Right.
Yeah, if I can get a chance, because since I had a bit of a stroke, you see, I had a bit of a stroke in that hand and in the foot. In Knockram, watching the lads playing football. And it just hit me like that. And I walked from where I was standing up into the stand.
Right.
And I was sitting down talking to Ray and a couple more, and Anne Marie and Paul, who was up in the back. And this woman come up the stairs up the stand. And she said to Oliver Leonard, you know Oliver?
I do, I know.
But his wife said, Ollie, there's something wrong with Patsy. There's something wrong with him. And she said, and she went over and she told Anne-Marie. Nan run down to me. She said, are you all right? I said, of course I'm all right. And she said, no, she said, there's something wrong with you. And she rang the doctor.
Thank God she did.
And he come over to the stand straight away and he gave me a tablet. She chewed that, don't swallow it, chew it.
Right.
So next I was in a wheelchair and ambulance and went off to Vincent's, and I was in Vincent's for 3 weeks. But thanks be to God, I'm able to go. The only thing that's wrong is my fingers.
Okay,
right. I'm able to use them a lot, but when I'm passing with short books, it's a devil to find it. But however, as the doctor told me, always persevere.
Right.
Persevere. He don't let it get you down. Persevere. But the only thing I'm telling you, don't do too much going upstairs or carry anything heavy.
Right, the unnecessary.
That's what the doctor said.
Right.
So I don't know what he said.
And I'd say that puts a bit of focus on life when you know, all of us sort of have those moments where either to an accident or like that, you know, in health with a parent or yourself. I'm sure it put a little bit of focus on just sort of sharpening your mind about this is what's good in my life.
That's 4 years ago, last September.
Right.
When that happened.
Right. Well, I'm so glad that you obviously survived that. You seem great health, and I'm so glad that the Lifetime Achievement Award arrived, because, as I said, it's what it's there for people like yourself who dedicate all your time. That's, as I said, there's no glory in it. There's no. It's not like you're walking away with anything. So the idea that you got
that award. Probably still mowing grass. Only I got that favorite thing. I had to give it up then.
Well, I think anybody who knows you would realise that.
I had to give it up.
Everything you've done, you always did as much as you could, and.
But I still get involved. You know, go forward to the matches with the lads and I'm a bit of a crack and all with them.
Congratulations, man.
You have to have that. If you haven't that, you have nothing.
Well, of course, because you're not going to win every game. It has to be about the fun of just getting out there and trying, and that camaraderie is terrific in a team. It's what life is about. Teams everywhere, you know, marriages.
I don't know, but the lads I always give out to me because I'm a devil for shouting at them.
That's motivation. That's a good thing. You've got to do that. I think if most of us had more people shouting at us, we'd be doing better.
Poor Nelly got figure. We'd be standing beside one another and I'd start shouting at her. She'd move away from me. She wouldn't stay beside me. She'd get away from me.
We'll have to get you a megaphone. I think you deserve a megaphone now. We'll get you a megaphone just so you can save your voice, your vocal cords.